Well, earlier today, Governor Brad Little gave a preview of his State of the State address scheduled for Monday. He spoke to the housing crisis, the child care worker shortage, and vaccine mandates. And one of the topics Governor Little mentioned that got lawmakers around the state talking today was funding for childhood education. Our Tristan Lewis caught up with lawmakers today. And Tristan, do they have any idea of how much this will cost and how it'll be paid for?
Yeah, Shira, lawmakers expect funding for optional all-day kindergarten to be roughly between $42 to $50 million, which they hope will be paid for by the state's $1.6 billion budget surplus. While some are feeling hopeful this year, other lawmakers still have more questions about this proposed bill.
We're going to work on early childhood, and kindergarten is a big part of that.
As Idaho lawmakers head into another legislative session, conversations surrounding all-day kindergarten follow.
I'm not the world's best vote counter, but I'm good enough. I think it'll be addressed in some way, shape, or form.
Governor Brad Little Friday hinting one of his top priorities this session is addressing the long-time discussions surrounding the state-funded all-day program for Idaho districts, perhaps finally getting approval.
We're excited that the governor is focused on this. We've known this has been his focus.
District 29 Representative James Ruckty says Democrats have been pushing this for years. He says he and Democratic lawmakers are staying hopeful and will be in full support of any bills introduced on the topic.
We often in the legislature talk about it as, you know, the bill's time has just come. And I do think that about this all-day kindergarten bill. The research is undeniable that children who participate in these programs are better prepared for their education career.
While some lawmakers have high expectations on the proposed bill, other lawmakers say they're willing to keep an open mind.
I'll be looking at the data, not only academic data, but behavioral data.
District 30 Representative Wendy Horman is a budget writer on the Joint Finance Appropriation Committee, where she primarily works on public education budgets. Her concerns lie with how districts test and measure kindergartners, the research behind how long the benefits all-day programs have, and relying on the state surplus.
If the difference fades out 2 grades later, is that really the best use of money? And, you know, we'll have that conversation. Sustainability, I think, is a valid question to ask. You don't want to invest in programs that you can't sustain over time.
Governor Little will say what he hopes to see accomplished this session at his State of the State address on Monday. There, he will explain his 2022-2023 budget proposal, where funding for all-day kindergarten may be on there. Shira?
No doubt a lot of parents will be paying close attention to what happens with that. Thanks, Tristan.